have to get mad at yourself enough. You have to be, listen guys, you're not gonna go through this fire until you're extremely comfortable here. Most people are never gonna take that walk until everything here is burning down, where the heat here is less than the heat in here.
We have to become hope dealers. What we have on our hands is too big, it's special.
You have to claim it that I will win in 2025.
Let the leaders influence your guests into your business. If you promote big, you will profit big. Okay? The biggest promoters in this business have the biggest businesses in this business.
Are you a fountain or are you a drain? Because what you are is what you attract. Okay, I would pretty much say we've got a proven system of winning. I mean, like, everybody clap their hands, right? You just got to get to work. You got to dig deep. You got to do the action, right? You got to get after it.
Detach from what's holding you back. We're going to rise up. We're going to get to where we want to go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go. You are going to think, and if you are going to talk, it's really, really important that you're intentional, that you use the right words. How many of you want more help in this auditorium? How many of you want more wealth, more money, right? We need to be intentional, and then we need to take action.
I want to say I've never really seen leaders before like Steve and Gene. I'm glad they're coming back in right now. You have to trust the people that came before you, that built these, with the intention of you following to lead the way. This is about trusting the people that came before you.
I've never seen this type of growth. I've rarely seen even similar success stories, of course, but it requires a lot of factors to come together. Lifeways has achieved so much when many companies haven't. First and foremost, it's because of the hardworking distributors like you here and watching.
You want to go fast, you change fast. But you got to catch it. To rise up, you have to rise up as a leader as well. This business is built on layers of conviction. You have to plant the seed, you have to water the seed.
You have to make the decision that you want change, and it has to be more than just money. You know, your change has to really attach to the realistic fact that you are going to make the decisions to do things different.
The reason why we picked Rise Up is because we want everyone to rise up from whatever they're going through. That's our most important focus this weekend, is to challenge you to rise up. Maybe it's you're not wondering if you can make this happen. You know what? This is your moment. This is your moment in time to reach your full potential.
The most important thing is that every day we get testimonials on how we learn.
Anderson is having a problem sleeping. We're going to recommend Silent Nights and just kind of put everything out there. And that lack of focus, we're finding, confuses the person.
The teams that focus on X39 have much better approach and much higher likelihood for success. And you and your team have absolutely proven that.
What an amazing 2024 that we had, and this year is going to be even bigger and better. So excited, and just want to take the moment to congratulate the two of you and your team. #1 team in the world. You guys are absolutely amazing.
Okay, well, we're back. So it is now time for next level. So we got the next level meeting that we're doing right now. And of course, as soon as we do the next level meeting, the landscapers show up and they start mowing around the house. So I don't think you can hear it, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna get going anyway. So
and if you've invited any people to jump on, just make sure that they know that we're ready to go. We did mix up the times for Europe, so some of our people may not have jumped on at the right time. But anyway, we are going to get started because we respect everybody's time. And this is going to be recorded, so
absolutely. So so the one thing we want to cover, obviously, we're part of the Next Level team. Obviously, part of the This Is It team. Obviously, this is the Next Level training and team meetings that we go to that we talk about. We're obviously part of Steve and Gina Merritt's team, which is absolutely phenomenal. World-class leaders, have been in this industry for decades and know how to build massive teams, and it's shown with the results of what's happened over the past couple of years. So obviously they sponsored, their good friends who sponsored then Joyce and her husband, and basically sponsored Ken and Diana, who sponsored us. We're all senior presidential directors, and guess what? You're next. So that's the one thing we want to make sure that you know. Getting to the next level, it takes certain strategies, takes certain things, and we're going to be sharing those things today because there's certain things that Steve and Gina have told us that they said, we recommend you do this. And we followed it, and that's why we hit the highest rank. Well, first of all, was because obviously the work we did, but God blessed us abundantly when we prayed and asked for the right kind of leaders, on our team. So again, we're going on to up to the top of the mountain. The top of the mountain in this business, a senior presidential director. Our goal is to help as many people get there as possible. And again, what we're going to talk about today is this next level coaching is a 90-day run for senior director. Now, this is what Steve and Gina instructed us to do. We were basically going to do that. We're going to talk a little bit more about some of the promotions, things that are going on. So obviously, this is the year of acceleration. And you know what's funny? During this year of acceleration, I still feel the need for speed. So I got to play this again.
I feel the need for speed. Ow!
So those of you that are younger, like Brendan, you might not know this movie. Obviously, it was Top Gun that changed my life when I was probably Brendan's age or younger than him. But it's pretty amazing, those impacts that we have as we're younger, the dreams that we have and stuff like that. So we're going to obviously talk about it. This is Acceleration 2025, a 90-day run for senior director. We're going to talk more about that, and we're going to be tracking this over the next 90 days. So we basically got April, May, and June that literally you can basically hit a level and help others hit a level on your team that can change their lives. We're talking about, once again, the Dash for Cash contest. We're in the third week of this, the last week that's available. So we're going to be doing some strategies on that. Also talking about the double blessing again. LifeWave just launched another 1-week cash contest, specifically rank up or help others, rank up to get a bonus, which is pretty huge. And then we're going to talk about the 90-day run for senior director. So let's something real quick.
Hasn't that ended?
What?
This 1-week cash.
No, that's the brand new one, sweetheart.
Oh, for manager.
Yes, if you rank up or help others rank up, bonus. Woohoo!
It's not for 1 week though. It's for a month.
Well, I'm sorry. So it's actually, I apologize. It's for a little bit longer. So Dash for Cash, I'm going to have my wife share how that works.
The Dash for Cash. This is outside of LifeWave. Just Ken Burke and Diana Burke, together with ourselves and Josh Holdaway, we are offering this Dash for Cash incentive to any one of the team members on our team that actually dashes for the cash, okay? It started on the 17th of March. It will end on the 6th of April. So this week it will come to an end, and we will announce the winner on the 12th of April. So there are various prizes on the table. 5th place, 500, 4th, 750, 3rd, 1,000, 2nd, 1,500, and 1st place, 2,500. Obviously, there is something that people need to do. The total prize altogether is $6,250 on the table. There are obviously certain activities that people need to do to get this. So what do you need to do? You need to enroll new brand partners that are personally enrolled to you. Like a premium will get you 3 points, an advanced gets you 2 points, a new core, these are brand new, gets you 1 point, okay? And that's people that sign up March 17 onward. Then when they rank up, anyone who is signed in before the 17th of March that ranks up during this period, whether it's a manager, director, whatever rank, you're going to get 1 point for ranking up during this period, March 17 to April 6. But if you are a person who gets sponsored, so say you sign a brand new person, and that brand new person ranks up, they are going to get 3 points. Doesn't matter what rank. If they rank all the way to senior director, they'll get 9 points for ranking.
Manager, director, senior director.
So you're going to get 3 points for every single rank. So run for this. You still have a week.
Yes.
Anyone can win
Anyone
this.
can win
I've
this.
seen a lot of you putting in new people, and I'm going to tell you this: don't stop, because you are possibly the person in line to win that first prize.
Yep.
Don't stop.
Absolutely. So I'm not going to go through all the details of this, but the one thing I do want to go details is that by 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. our time, which is really midnight.
It's midnight,
Europe,
South Africa.
In Europe. On Monday, April 7th, you must be sending us once again to philomenav930 at gmail.com. If you're on Ken's team, you obviously send to Ken, Josh's team here, but once again, for most everybody who's on here is going to be sending it to Mena.
In fact, all the people on here will send it to me.
Yep, and basically the verification process is all tracker points must be verified before obviously points are cash to be awarded. I'm not going to go through all this here, but once again, we're going to be doing a team Zoom on Saturday, April 12th is what we're doing right now, is what we're looking at as far as the time. But wait, there's more, and this again, more again, and that's literally the message just went out this past week. Rank up or help others rank up to earn bonuses. I actually just added this to the slide here because it's 2 different dates for Europe and different dates for South Africa as it is to different dates for the United States. So it's all starts on tomorrow, or basically today. It started. It's already started through Europe. It runs through April 14th, so basically 2 weeks long. Ours is basically a month. The reason they do this is because Americans are lazy. They know the Europeans will run for it and they'll just help people do it. They're going to give us
South
an extra
Africans, they're running for that. So like Anna with Sana Strand, Anna and Maxime, Sana Strand actually ranked manager, so she's actually making 95 euros extra.
Yep. And then,
that they're going to pay her in 30 days from now.
Yep, which is awesome. And then again, whoever sponsors that person, whoever's a personal list to that manager, also earns a bonus of $50 or 48 euros. Sorry, multiply that times 18 for the rand. And again, new director. And again, we have a lot of people that are this close to director, which is awesome. So now's the time to run for it. Get the director done. It'll also help you earn the cash money or potential cash money for the 5 things for the Dash for Cash. So this you get $300 as a new director or $150 as a new
personal sponsor
for the sponsor director. So if you help someone go director, so obviously we have some people on our team personally that we sponsor. We want to help you guys get director done. Why? Because there's an incentive out there. So we want to incentivize you to do it. And obviously we get incentive as well, which is pretty cool. So the best thing to do is let's go again. I mean, it's like we talked to the corporation ahead of time, talked to the guys who represent the company. They said, oh no, we're not going to have anything for a while. And all of a sudden they run these other back-to-back promotions. So hopefully you took advantage of the last one. Definitely take advantage of this one as well. But we have some people that have hit different ranking advancements of manager and director. So if you want to talk about a little bit more about that.
So why recognition is really important, because, grown men actually die for recognition, we've been told. And, people love to be recognized. Very seldom are people recognized for the work that they do. But this company, my goodness, I mean, the recognition that we get, the different ways that they help us to rank up and to make extra money is just amazing. So the one rank, the most important rank, is actually manager, because really everything in this business rests on manager. Once you know how to go manager, you know how to break managers, and then you know how to go all the way to SPD. So what is a manager, which is really the most important rank? So you get started. And when you get started, we're going to say, in order to rank manager, you need to be the advanced package or above. Yes. And why advanced package is because that's where you're maxing out at all the money that you can make in the compensation plan. If you started at a core, then you can upgrade to advanced. And then we ask you, well, we want to help you go manager. Who are the 4 people that you really care about? Yes. And we are going to help you talk to those people and get them started. And they got to get started at the core level, core package or above. They get signed in and they stay on auto ship. That is important on a monthly subscription. Very, very important. Once you've got 4, 2 on the left, 2 on the right, you are now a manager. Then we help 2 of those people actually get manager done. Exactly the same as you got it done. We're going to help them. And then you add so you have a manager on the left, a manager on the right, and you add one more core or above on the left and one more core or above on the right, and now you are a director. It opens you up to more money on the binary.
Yeah, and the one thing we had people ask us, you think it's only two, but no, once to be a director, you have an additional one on the right, additional one on the left, and then help at least one of those on the right become manager and that. And we're going to talk about that today. You're going to want to build a lot more than that, but that's some of the things we're going to talk about. So
that's a building block.
Yeah, but that obviously we talk about getting people to the next level. The next level for a lot of people is just whatever level they're at. We want to help them get to the next level. The goal long term on this is senior presidential director. I'm telling you right now, any of us can do it. If we can do it, you can do it. I mean, it's just like anything else. It's a matter of focus. It's a matter of belief, and a matter of just talking to as many people as you can, because that's the part that changes lives, and it's pretty awesome. So this came at a time. So we have some new managers. I literally just threw this in here. I don't even know exactly how this all works, but Men, if you want to talk about who this person is, and I have Anna Maxime on.
Anna and Maxime are both on.
Yes.
So you know what the interesting thing is, we haven't even had contact with Sana. I know I've seen that she's busy doing stuff in the business, but I don't know who she is. I know that
So Anna, if you want to tell us.
she's part of Anna and Maxime's team, and if you are available to unmute either one of you.
There's Anna. Yep.
Yeah. Good.
Hi, yes. Well, congratulations, Sanna. But also Elin, I know Elin has helped out a lot. And they've been really busy. They were at this Swedish fair in Stockholm, a wellness fair. So they've all been promoting LifeWave and the X39 and signed up a bunch of new people and have, more coming, I'm pretty sure. So they've been really busy this weekend. So I think they're just recharging after this weekend. But I have actually not spoken to Sanna because it's a line of people of leaders that we have Ingela, and then we have Carolyn, and then we have Elin, and then we have Anneli, and then we have Sanna.
Wow.
So it's wait up. I've been in contact with her through WhatsApp. And she's also a very busy woman, and like we all are, we are extremely busy. But yeah, she's just rocking it. She signed up a few new people, and they're all amazing women, all of them. So a big congratulations to us and to them.
Yes.
It's growing in Sweden a lot.
Yes.
Congratulations.
So we're going to see a lot of new directors and senior directors happening soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and also the thing is they are taking charge and doing, the leadership. You can really see it because they're doing their own meetings as well.
Yes.
And so they're really on fire.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exciting.
And that's the part of leadership, and that's
Thanks.
the biggest, you guys have been tremendous leaders, leading other people, lead other people, and this is what happens.
So thank you, Anna and Maxime, for taking charge there in Europe. You guys are awesome. I know you got a lot on your plates, but hey, I know you do your meetings and you invite all these ladies, and I got to know some of them. They are amazing leaders. I see Louise is on, which I think is definitely also, and Liliane. So we've got a few of you on here today. Thank you for being with us, and congratulations.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic. And so we had some other ones. So obviously in the USA, we got actually Dr. Pablo and Angelica Cifuentes.
Sorry?
So I just said Cifuentes.
Yeah, Angela Cifuentes, and it's Dr. Pablo Leon. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So apparently they have different last names, but they are married, and they are, so Denise Velez is our person, she's sponsored personally by us, and she just had a new couple out of Hollywood, Florida, rank manager, and he's a dentist, and they loving this opportunity, loving the product, and soon to be directors as well.
Yeah.
So congratulations. They're not on because it's our work day.
Yep. And then we also got another one. Yes. So if you want to go ahead. Yep.
So nobody's on from there. Okay, so we'll announce them. So Cheryl and Tom Avery are new managers. They are, I'm not going to say that now, but they are personally sponsored by Rick and Renee Erritz. And then Rick and Renee Erritz are personally sponsored by the O'Briens, who's sponsored by Amy and David, who's sponsored by Ricardo. So you see how this goes.
Yeah.
People, it is exploding. We don't know half the people that are part of our team. And we don't have much to do with this because Dennis and Delora O'Brien are running all these meetings.
Yeah.
You know, and now we're getting to meet these people. Judy Schull is on here, and Judy Schull, we recognized you a week or two ago. You just became a manager not too long ago. But we want to congratulate Dennis and Delora O'Brien for everything that they're doing, creating managers, becoming manager-making machines. And what happens when you have a few managers?
You got a brand new director.
Yay,
Yeah, so
to Rick and Renee Eretz, also not on, all these people are in the United States. It's part of our work day. So we are grateful for those of you who do jump on. But Rick and Renee Eretz are new directors. And in fact, most of these people are going to be at our next level in Orlando. They've already purchased their tickets. They've made up their mind. They're going to the top. They're going to be senior presidential directors, and they're not missing out on anything. So congratulations to all of you. And the wonderful thing is everybody is taking ownership. Like Anna said, they're doing their meetings. I know Dennis and Delora are doing meetings, even Denise, she's taken ownership of the Spanish speaking team down south.
That's what I was going to share
Yeah.
with that too. So yeah, so we had a slide for that, but I was going to say we have obviously a couple different meetings here in the U.S. coming up. And again, if you know anybody in the United States, and if you know people abroad, a lot of times people know a lot of people in Florida. Florida is a melting pot from around the world. So we tell people all the time, if you know anybody, let us know because we can tie them into. We got meetings all over Florida over the next couple of weeks. So we got West Palm Beach is basically near just north of Miami area, Orlando, Florida. Most people know Orlando because of the mouse. Obviously, that's going to be a Spanish meeting at 8 p.m. and an English meeting at 7 p.m. They're doing a flip-flop because the Spanish meetings usually go really long. So they're actually doing the English one first and then do the Spanish one after that. But then we have a meeting that we're doing for Rob and Lisa Weaver actually in Fort Myers. So if you know people on the west coast of Florida, that's where we live. This is just a little bit south of us, about an hour and a half south of us is basically where Fort Myers is at. So we're gonna be doing that meeting on 12 o'clock on Saturday. And then we have another one in Fort Lauderdale that obviously with Gary and his team, along with Denise Velez and all the people.
Veronica Kennedy.
Veronica Kennedy is part of Gary's team, and all these other people are part of that. We said, hey, let's put together a meeting. And so we're going to be at the community church in Davie, which is right outside of Fort Lauderdale. So again, you want to get people to these different meetings. We're going to be in person at all these meetings. The only one we're not going to be at is in West Palm. But we're going to be in Orlando this week. We're going to do the one at Fort Myers, one on here. And then next week, we're talking about Road to the Next Level. Ken and Diana Burke are partnering with us, and thank you, obviously, David Libdan, for actually helping us out with this. We're going to be doing it at Christian Retreat. We rented a room there. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. It seats 80 people in that room, so it's going to be a packed-out meeting. We're going to be tying people into that meeting, so it's going to be broadcast live on the same time that he normally does a Tuesday night, 8 p.m. meeting. So for those of you that are out of town, you can still tie into the Zoom meeting. We're actually going to be broadcasting live from that room. Actually on that date for Tuesday, April 8th, which is pretty awesome.
So anyone on here who knows people in the Bradenton area, do send them to the meeting. So this is a snapshot from our Spanish meeting. So Greg and I are learning Spanish. No, we had Denise did the meeting in Spanish. There must have been around 30 people on because there were people that tied in from Texas. They were all in their room, in their living rooms. There were people that tied in from Orlando, that tied in from where Denise is from the plantation area down south, Hollywood, Florida. And just an excited lot of people that are going and growing and ranking up. And it was wonderful because Denise did the presentation, but her passion just came out and we understood everything that she was doing because I said, oh, they're at this slide now, they're at this slide now, because you could just hear it, excitement. We heard some amazing testimonies. There are a few doctors that are also sponsored on this team that are loving the product and the opportunity, and a number of rankings that are coming out of this even this week. So very, very excited. We're getting to meet them all on Saturday.
Which is great. The ones are here locally in Florida.
Yeah.
So again, I want you to talk about this for a second because this is something we shared the other day.
So the principles and the power of vision, we've heard people talk about leaders are readers. And readers become leaders. And I am reading the book of the month, which is the book of March. It is absolutely amazing, and I'm actually underlining everything in this book. There's a section that's called, where is it now? Sorry. It talks about passion and how passion keeps you focused. I just underlined a lot of it. It says passion is a desire that is stronger than death. A desire that's stronger than death. You can't sleep, eat, or stop until you satisfy your passion. If you can stop what you're doing and still be happy, then you're not passionate about it. If you can be discouraged by if you can be discouraged by someone telling you no, then you do not have passion. Passion meets every problem. It says things such as, you may say no, but I know it really means wait. And I'm just going to read that. But when I read this part that says, if you are discouraged by someone saying no to you, then you're not really passionate. I'm like, wow, that is actually really strong.
Very true.
Because you know how many of us get despondent when the person who we think is going to say, yes, I want what you have, I'm in, and then they say no, and we're like, oh boy, you know. We just need to become those people that are so passionate about what we're doing that the no is not going to matter.
No.
It's not going to matter. And that is passion. The passion is more as a stronger desire than death. I was like, whoo, that is really, really big. And I mean, I think we're at that point because we don't really stop at no's.
No.
We actually just keep going.
Yeah.
So I think,
I'm kind of surprised. I'm like, really?
I think that a lot of you on here are at that point. That is why we have next level leaders meeting. It's because you guys are next level.
Yes.
You guys are next level, and you're just going to keep shooting up the ranks. And you're at that place where no one can stop you. The next book of the month for April is Believe You Can, The Power of a Positive Attitude. We all need a little bit of help. There's so much negativity in the world. So get this book, scan that QR code by John Mason, and you want to read because you want to know what's helping people get ahead.
Yeah. So the thing is, as you know, we were talking about Next Level, but the tickets are on sale now for individual tickets for people that are in Orlando or just want to get a ticket because they might have an Airbnb or something there that they're staying at, or family or relatives that live in Orlando. But again, we do want to get everybody to the Next Level convention in person. This is going to be, like I said, nothing like we've ever seen. The last convention they had was, the one they had was Believe is going to be the one that's comparable to this because it was a reduced down one for the one they had in January. And those of you that were at the one in January, you saw the once again for that. It was literally off the charts phenomenal. This is at a different level. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be thousands of people at this meeting, and it's literally going to be people, thousands of people, tens of thousands of people tying in from around the world. Obviously online, but you don't. If you have the ability to do that, to get there in person, we're going to highly recommend it. Tickets are still available, the hotels, stuff like that, but they have a special presidential summit. If you haven't heard this, so going presidential, and we're going to talk about this once again. Going presidential, there's going to be a special summit the day before, so we're going in the day before, which is great. We're going to be helping people go presidential. We've had several people say, "This is what we're going to do, and this is what we're going to hit it by this date." There's still April, May, June, July, basically, to get there, and actually part of August as well. So really, get 120 days to get that done. But even senior director, we're telling everybody, hey, if you're on this meeting, we're going to help you get to senior director between now and obviously the conference. Why? Because it's important. You want to be at this meeting. You want to be recognized as a senior director. That's what opens up the doors for all the compensation as an executive presidential and senior presidential director. You literally can make as much money as you want by actually just hitting senior director. That's all volume based from there. But session 1 starts Friday night, August 8th. All day Saturday, they're going to have obviously the Next Level dinner that's going to be there. That's included with the ticket, which is great. And then also going to have the non-denominational church service. I'm so glad they've done this. Again, we're part of the prayer team. So we literally say, hey, Greg, Amanda, do you mind praying with people? We love doing that, spending time with people and getting to share, obviously, how they can have spiritual breakthroughs as well. So obviously the prices end today. The discounts end today. So once again, if you say, I'm going, secure your room. You just got to put a deposit down. Basically, I recommend a 4-person room. If you can do that, bring 2 other people with you and basically just put a deposit down. The rest will be due actually in the month of July, just before the function itself. And now the actual Champions Gate is actually full. They're now having it at the hotel is going to be now right across the street, but it's the Embassy Suites, brand new, beautiful hotel. I mean, like stunning, absolutely fantastic across the street. So definitely do that. So the goal for obviously this team is 1 million strong. So the thing that I want you to think about between now and the end of this year, by January 1st, how many people do you want to have on your team? And we're not talking about personals. We're talking about those people who are going to bring in people, who are going to bring in people, who are bringing people, right? We have a big, audacious, hairy, audacious, big, holy, audacious goal, right? Basically at 100,000 strong. That's where we want to be. So again, we got a lot to do. We got a lot of people to help. But most importantly, we know God's going to intervene. He's already bringing unbelievable leaders to our team, just like you're seeing, already what's happening. So now we will to hear the wins for the week. There's been a lot of wins that have happened this week. And again, some people that couldn't be on, they had some huge wins, and I'd love to share some of those. But we want to hear from each of you. So the to-do list again is win again, and win more. And how do we win? By helping people. So as we help people, I'd love to hear more about any wins for the week that maybe somebody's experienced. I'd love to be able to hear from anybody here and say what are things that they've seen or things that happened in the past week or the past even the month, this month, Miracle Month of March, that they've seen that's helped them from a business standpoint, or things that happened in the past week. So feel free to unmute yourself, and love to hear you share maybe a couple different things.
Anybody?
I want to. Is it okay?
Yes. Absolutely.
So I just want to say I'm very excited. My new brand partner, Monica, joined us tonight for the first Zoom, and she's got MS. And I'm so excited because she's going to have a great testimony. But she's actually a client of mine. I listed a property to sell, and she was just so amazed when I told her about it, because then I just said, you know what, I have to share this with, but I do share it with a lot of people. And then what was amazing, I only left her place at 9:30 that evening on Friday evening because we struggled with the credit card. Standard Bank had a block on it, and then we had to find the call center whole rigmarole, but eventually she gave a debit card and went through in a minute. It was like 9:20 in the evening. But what was phenomenal, so the next day, she's got a guy that works with her, and he's also got an autoimmune illness, and he hasn't got a thyroid. So he's really struggling. It's costing him 4,000 Rand a month just to go see the specialist monthly. So anyway, so I said to her, she must call me when she's ready to sign him up. And then I didn't hear anything during the day. I didn't hear anything from her. So I just sent her a WhatsApp and said, listen here, what did Emil say? She says, no, she already joined him. So he was already enrolled as a brand partner. I mean, how phenomenal is that? So she's already got a first brand partner that she enrolled. And she was literally 5 hours or 10 hours a brand partner. So I'm very excited. Wow. I just have to become a manager soon. I don't know what to do anymore.
You're on your way there.
Yes.
You're on your way.
You're
just
doing what it takes.
Keep sharing. You're doing the right thing, Yvette. It's just a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
So
thank you for sharing that. That's awesome.
Keep being a blessing.
It will not stop.
No, that's right.
No,
that's
you're
right.
not.
No,
Thank you. And thank you for your inspiration. You guys are phenomenal. Everybody on this group. Thank you so much.
Well done.
Awesome.
Well
done.
done.
Thank you
well
for
done
sharing.
to Monica. Well
Yes.
done to Monica.
That's amazing.
Thank
That's
you.
fantastic.
I can share a win.
Yes, please.
Yes, and I'm going to do it through Stina, because Stina is in India and she's there with her husband because she turned 50. So they went for 2 weeks in India, and they're going to Dubai afterwards. But anyway, so they were at this retreat center, but Stina got some kind of some kind of flu, or I don't know what it was, but she was really ill and she was taken to hospital, and she was there for a few days, and she got better, but somehow from, I don't know, with I don't know what you call it, when you get fluids and you get hydrated, and there was something that happened with her arm and it started swelling. So what she did was she put the patch on, and it was almost instant, the recovery from that. And the next day she could leave the hospital.
Wow.
So it really helped her. She said, I'm never ever in my life going to stop using these patches, X39, because of how wonderful they are and how they support us.
Yeah.
So yeah, great that she's better, and when she heads to Dubai, she'll be starting to talk to people because we're there. So
yes,
yes,
we're in Dubai.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Thanks.
No, thank you for
Thank
sharing that.
you.
Yeah, and that's the thing we hear again. Health testimonials, wealth testimonials, growth, testimonials. We got time for one more. If not, I'm going to share something.
Judy.
Was Judy?
Judy
Yeah.
just. Hey,
So-
Judy.
Hi.
Hi, hi. Nice to meet you officially too. It's been good to be connected. A couple things. So this morning I had to go in for my dental hygiene appointment, and my hygienist is going to call me when she gets off work, and she wants to order at the core level. And then another just profound testimony. We were just in Oregon and just got back a week ago. My dad, who has really bad tremors, shaking so bad he couldn't hardly feed himself anymore and walking unstable. After 2 weeks, he just keeps holding his hands out and looking at them because they're so much steadier. His walking is stronger. His mental clarity, we noticed that. He was starting to have to kind of pause and search for words. That's gone. He's out, he's almost 86 and he's out chopping wood for his fire, for their wood heater. And it's absolutely amazing. And my dentist already, I've talked to her and she came out and talked to me again today. So I know she's going to, she just had to research things a little bit too on her own. But yeah, and then I was at a women's retreat and I probably talked to 8 women there. And then one of our dear friends had us over for dinner last night because her mom and 2 sisters want to hear about it. So it's just like, if you put it out there and you're passionate and you share what from a place that you believe, people will understand that you're trying to help them with something amazing.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Judy.
Thank you for sharing
Thank you for
that.
sharing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And you just mentioned a dentist. So my mother's dentist in South Africa actually got the products, and I've been sharing with him since 2022. And he actually decided about a month ago to get the products. And he told me today, sorry, my dress is like, he told me today that he had a minor surgery, because I checked in with him to see how he's doing. And he said, I had a minor surgery, and he said, it's helping my healing. He says, I'm healing so quickly. So, and he really believes in stem cell therapy. But more importantly, he's seeing the value of the patch compared to the cost of traditional stem cell therapy. So doctors are definitely believers. They definitely are believers. So thank you for sharing, Judy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and this is a biologic dentist too. So they're already looking to do things more holistically and wholesome.
Even better. That's fantastic.
Thank you
That's
for
awesome.
sharing.
Yes, look, more to come. It's going to be fantastic to hear about those testimonies from them as well. So that's great. And so again, we love hearing testimonials. There's a lot of more we could share. We want to share a little bit more about, once again, because we want to give time for these things. But obviously, if you have another one next week you want to share, that would be fantastic. But one thing we want to do is obviously talk a little bit more about what we talked about before, which is really the things that are coming up. So obviously, why do I have this one? Sorry. There we go. So when I talk about, this is basically going senior director. So the good thing about this is that more than anything, this has been the mantra since day one for Steve and Gina. When they got involved in the business, they didn't understand all the different ranks, but they said, hey, we want to help people go senior director. The reason why is because when you go senior director, that opens the portal for everything else. So the one thing that we always talk to people about is, again, it's just a matter of consistency and focusing on the right people and helping those people, obviously get to the next level. So for the thing that on this is that Steve and Gina, we've mentioned this before, but Steve and Gina said to us, Greg and Meta, you're going to build this business. We know you're going to build this business. But we recommend in the next 90 days doing 20 personals right, 20 personals left. And we said, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. This is what we're going to do. And we literally made it our effort. In fact, we have a sheet that we're going to share with you. I don't have it on here, but I'm going to share it with everybody in the Next Level team that literally Andy and Mandy Hosier put together that tracks 20 people right, 20 people left over a 90-day period of time, because that's really what it takes if you understand that. And the same thing what Judy was just sharing. Again, it's just a matter of talking to everybody everywhere you go. So what are you going to do? You're going to let them know about this amazing technology and sharing that with them. And so we're not going to go over a lot of details on, how to share share everything like that, but we're going to talk about tracking this for the next 90 days because it really is something that when you understand the amount of volume can come out of this, we've done it again, and so when you understand it's not like something that you say, okay, do it once and now that you can sit back and do nothing. No, the thing in this is it's really, if you understand people, it's an 80-20, and that's what I tell people. Whether we got the greatest product in the world, whether we got the greatest system in the world, which you've got both, greatest company that's growing faster than any other company out there. So when you understand that's a huge advantage to it. But still, 80% of the people are going to do 20% of the work, and 20% of people are going to do 80% of the work. So you're looking for the leaders, helping each person move forward to help them get obviously the next level. The incentive, obviously, over the next 2 weeks in Europe and South Africa is help people get manager done. Help them get manager done. Help people go, help people go director. Same thing with this, is you can identify the right people and help them, grow the next level. So same thing we keep on talking about. I don't know why Stephen G used this slide. I got to change this to basically, obviously, core, core, advanced.
Advanced.
So this should be say advanced. But once again, putting in, people on 2 people on the right, 2 people left is what the main goal is. And we're helping people do this very quickly. And that's the part that becomes a lot of fun. And then really the strategy is, once again, they talk about this, the pro strategy. You patch, they use the example of 5 or more people per day. Talk to 5 more people. It's not physically patching 5 people. It could be just calling 5 people. It's however you want to do it. If you're with someone and you want to place a patch on them, the strategy for this is not to just basically just start handing out patches, right? The strategy for this is to say, tell you what, let's get you to the information. This is it info, and get you to a Zoom. Get you to a Zoom where you can actually get the information, or set up a one-to-one. We're sending a lot of people to the Zooms because it's a great way of multiplying our time, where we don't have to do that. We can basically do a group Zoom and then tie people into the group meetings that that we're doing. Talk to 5 more people per day. Follow up with people as you patch. Basically, 5 people. Follow up with 5 people and get everybody onto the opportunities. Point to the weekly meetings that are there. If you need to do an individual meeting, that's fine. But again, keep that in mind that once again, the Zooms are there for a reason, to tie people into these. Like the one we have on this this Monday. The one that actually the Sardis are doing on Friday is another one they're doing. I guess would be
It's 6 p.m. 6 p.m. SA and Europe time.
Yep.
Half an hour.
Yep,
it's not a long meeting, and it's a nice short meeting to tie your friends into and family.
Yep. And so the key to this is, we've already mentioned this many times, as far as you've already seen how we go director, again, is finding a manager on the right and a manager on the left. The key to this is auto ship. I'm telling you that right now, we've had people that literally should be managers right now, but because their person's not set up on auto ship, they're not a manager. Same thing with director. People say, well, this person was a manager, now they're no longer a manager because someone fell out of auto ship. Well, the key to this is continue building down and down and down and developing managers on that. You don't want to have one manager on the left, one manager on the right. Eventually, you want to have managers on the left and managers on the right, so that you now have you become director. And if someone falls off for some reason, obviously with an auto ship or something like that happens, you're still a director. And obviously, it's the same thing by going to the next level, is once again going to the senior director. And we've had a lot of people say, well, that seems so far off. It's really not. You find the right people and you talk about the opportunity, you'd be shocked how quickly people can get manager done and get director done. So that's the part you got to think about on a regular basis, because it's as hard as you think it's going to be. It's as easy as you think it's going to be as well. So if you say, hey, this is something that I'm going to do in the next 90 days, I'm going to look at my organization, even if you start at 0, and you say, I'm starting at 0, what do I need to do to get manager done for myself? Then who are the people I can identify to help them go manager? And then identify those people to help them go, director, which is really, what it does, and really comes down to belief. And that's what Menno wants to share about today, because it really comes, down to that. But the biggest part, like I mentioned, is really finishing up with this again, is 20 persons left, 20 persons right. If you haven't done that yet, get that done. And again, we're telling people between now and the next 90 days, we're doing the same thing ourselves. So do we need to do that? Yes and no, really not. But for us to get to elite done, we want to bring in a bunch of new people. What we're helping is people want to help people do this. And so that's the reason why we have other meetings set up, the reason that we've done other launch meetings for people and helping them, but tying them into the different meetings that are going on. But I want Menno to share a little bit more.
Did you want to share the meetings that are coming up?
Oh yeah, let me see if I have
the
those.
dash. Okay, what else do we have?
Yeah, let me see. Hold a second. Let me see if I have this in here. Apologize. But yeah, because we had...
So there's a whole lot of different promotions. I think we've already spoken about that, or may have shared. But just for this, just to keep it simple.
I don't have it in here.
Okay. The Dash for Cash,
No, I did.
important. Did you do it now, or
We
did we
did.
do it the last meeting? Oh, we just did it. Sorry, we just did it.
This is what happens when we do
Sorry.
back-to-back meetings. I'm like going, I thought you wanted to share it
So
again.
all these promotions that are put on the table are really to help us win anyway, because, you know, if you're putting in new people, you're going to get director done, you're going to get senior director done, you know, so they're adding this extra cash, which is a bonus for doing what we already should be doing anyway, okay? So I don't know why this keeps coming out, sorry.
I have no idea what you're talking
but-
about.
No, my collar. Anyway, so I wanted to
I'm
do,
glad we got it.
you know, we've been talking a lot about belief, you know, and so my question is do you believe? Do you believe? And, you know, I'm likely to ask everyone on here, do you believe? And if you believe, you maybe want to write it in the chat, yes, I believe. But the question, or the other question that I want to ask is, well, what do you believe? You may say you believe, but what do you believe? And, you know, these are the things that I thought about, is like, hey, you know what, I really do believe. I believe in the fact that we can win, that we will win. I mean, we at Senior Presidential Director, but I believe that we can be elite Senior Presidential Director. I believe in this amazing technology. It's wearable technology, that it's changing a lot of people's lives, okay? So the question is, do you believe that this can change the trajectory of your friends, your family, you know, your children's lives, your own life? Do you believe? Are you seeing the results, you know? Then the other thing is, do you believe that you're on the right team? We know that we are on the #1 team in all of LifeWave. We've been told that. We're seeing it. I mean, Steve and Gina Merritt have the largest team. They have the largest number. I mean, literally ranking senior presidential directors constantly on a weekly basis. Managers just ranking every day. Directors ranking every day, all over the world. So do you believe that you are on the fastest growing team in all of LifeWave? Okay. Do you believe that you are aligned with the #1 company in all of network marketing? LifeWave just won the Bravo Award again. For second
They're
2
going to win
years,
again next year.
2 years running. Do you believe that you are aligned with the #1 company in all of network marketing, and that we are going to be a billion US dollars strong this year? So, you know, that is what, and you really need to believe in yourself. You need to also believe that you're positioned right, that, you know, even though you got started last week, that you still can win. That we're not hitting saturation. We're in business, and nobody else has this. Nobody else has this, you know. And then set your goal. Like, how much do you want to be making a week? Do you believe that you can do that? You know, so you have to have an expectation to win. It's got to come from within. And you know what? People will begin to see it on the outside. So when you speak to them, they know you believe that what you're sharing with them is real, and that they too want it. They want what you have. So, you know, I mean, I looked at everything that we have. And the other thing, don't forget this, is we have a system for success. You know, that we are talking to a lot of people that have been really big in other businesses. And the one thing that they are saying, they have never seen a system like we have. So we have a system that creates success. Do you believe that if you just follow the system, if you just do what they are telling you to do, that you too can have success? Because that's all we did. You know, that's all
we're still doing.
you are
We're
doing
running on a full
to
tank, I
get
believe.
manager done. That's all you're doing to get director done, senior director done, is following the simple very simple system that Steve and Gina did not keep a secret. They created a system for success. Everybody needs to follow that. And you know what? You just do that enough times, you're winning. You're winning. And we're going to celebrate every single one of you. And you know what? A next level is what? It's in August. So we are now April, May, June, July. 4 months before next level. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to be in the next 90 days? Okay, so maybe you want to be senior director, but if you're a director, you could maybe be executive, you know? So I am going to say, don't stop short. Do not stop short. Set your goal. Set it high. Because I think a lot of you have said you do believe, right? So if you believe, you have the winning product, you're on the winning team with the winning company, with the winning system, you know, keep going.
Yes.
Just keep going and keep sharing.
Yeah, and I love the story. It's a story about Mario Andretti, and Mario Andretti. They said he's going around the track and he literally pulls in the pits and he's getting out of the car like, Mario, what are you doing? He runs around the other side of the car, rips off the side of your mirror. They're like, Mario, what are you doing? He goes around the other side, rips it. They go, Mario. He goes, well, what's up behind it doesn't account. What's up behind me doesn't account, right? And that's what a lot of people are doing. They're driving, looking in the rearview mirror the whole time. Try doing that, especially on the Autobahn. Doesn't work. You look in the rearview mirror the whole time. You'll crash. So the best thing you can do is, once again, don't pay attention to what happened last week, last month. You're going, well, I did a 90-day run. I didn't get to where I was. It doesn't matter. What's up behind it doesn't account, right? And so that's the thing we talk about, running on a full tank of belief. And how do you stay on this? How do you continue to stay on a full tank of belief? I'm telling you right now, I was literally doing a chore that my wife had me do today, Lily cleaning the floors. And Lily, as I did that, I had my headphones in, I had my earbuds in. I'm listening to Mike and Sahi Hernandez from the new On The Go podcast. Why did I do that? Because I could put on music, I could put on whatever it is, I could just listen to myself mopping, or I could put on something that was going to inspire me. And one of the things he talked about, he goes, they're at a point in their business that they are only working with people that are plugged into the next level functions. They said, if you do not have a function ticket, they're not working with you because they know you're going down a path that's not duplicatable. He said, if you want to grow the business and duplicate the business, you need to be doing that. And that's the way we feel about it, because a lot of times people want to shortcut the shortcut. Well, I'd like to be there, or I'd like to be able to go online, or I'd like to be able to get, and the virtual tickets are going to be available very soon. But when you think about something like that, you want to be in line. You want to say, I'm getting a virtual ticket. I'm getting a virtual ticket. I'm going to help my people get virtual tickets. If I'm a leader in Europe and I'm a leader in South Africa, you want to basically have a list of everybody saying, I'm getting a virtual ticket, getting a virtual ticket. So when the tickets become available, you get them automatically. And if you have the wherewithal to actually go to the meeting, whether you're around the world, we got people coming in from all over the world. But if you have the wherewithal to do that, make the decision to go there. But worst case scenario, not worst case, but the case scenario.
Best case is just get the virtual ticket. For those of you who are out of the country, we understand. We understand, like, you cannot take time off, get on a plane, come all that way. So they will make virtual tickets available. But if you are in a position to be there in person, you don't want to miss out. And, I left something out. There's something else that we believe. We believe that every single one of you, every single one on here, and those on your team, were created to win.
Yeah.
Every single one of you, and every single one of you will win.
Yes.
Will win. So, and I'm saying that from the bottom of our hearts. This is why we do this, because we know that God has put in us the ability to help others get to where they want to go. And, Steve and Gina believed in us. Ken and Diana believed in us, and they still believe in us. That's why they're doing what they're doing. I mean, Steve and Gina make so much money.
And they have such a huge team, 350,000 plus people in their team.
Yes, and they want to go to 1 million strong.
Yeah.
And how are they going to do that?
Yeah, when we text
every single one of us doing this together, the 1 million strong, we are all part of 1 million strong.
Yes.
We're all part of 1 million strong. So every one of us plays a part, and we really do believe in every single one of you.
Yes. And so the great part about this is really what it comes down to is that because it's the same thing. I was kind of like, I use this example. We had a meeting last night that we were talking about when we obviously go to church, we're Christians. And so they play our praise and worship. It's basically an hour long. So they have praise and worship music played song after song. But the first 3 songs, the music level was really low. I mean, we're normally there, and it's like almost like a concert. It's loud enough. So I'm like hearing the people next to me singing. I'm going, this is not normal. No. So but the music level and the energy was very low, and it was just like it wasn't like the normal service. I'm like, why is it? I said someone's got to do something about it. I felt like literally going in the back and say, guys, do you hear the volume? Maybe want to turn up the volume. Well, the 4th song that they played, guess what happened? They turned the volume back up to where it normally is, and the energy went up. The whole level of the whole place went up. I mean, literally, and that's like, imagine going to a concert. I don't care what kind of concert it is, a rock concert or whatever, and you could barely hear the music. You're like going, they're playing, right? You know, and it wasn't that bad, but it was very low. And then when the music came up, it's like the energy completely changed. So the one thing that I tell people is, you want the energy to change for your team, turn up the volume personally. You turn the volume for you and get around other people. You talk to them. You get excited with them. You share the dreams, because if you haven't visited your next dream recently, you need to do that. Like Men and I, we're talking about doing some different things, new vehicles. And Lily, I got to take my wife dream building, go and look at the different vehicles. So I said, I told her yesterday on the way back from church, I said, what day are we going to go test drive your next car? Because again, it's something that we have to do, because our CPA said, you need write-offs. So $200 a month is not enough, you know? So when you look at the opportunity we have, what is your next dream? Because that gives you energy. What music are you listening to? What are you plugging into? Are you watching stuff that's inspiring you? Are you listening to something inspiring you? What is keeping your dream tank full? What's keeping your belief tank full? Because those are all things that can make a big difference. You know, again, hopefully you're waking up with vitality, zest for life, going, man, I'm excited about a new day. I'm going to change people's lives. I hope that's you. If you're not, you need to put something in the first thing in the morning, whatever your routine is, to help you, get there. And even like reading the books, listening to the audios, listening to the podcast, being a part of the different team meetings, the Saturday trainings. I mean, these are fantastic. Go back, even Steve Merritt said this a couple of months ago. He goes, go back, if you're brand new, go to the YouTube channel, check out every Saturday training that they've done over the past 6 months, and just listen to those. Just listen to those last Saturday trainings. You'll get a mantra and get an idea of, okay, and all you hear is what we just shared. 90-day run, 2020, 20 right, 20 left. And that's really what it is, what's going to take to help us do that. So I want to make sure we open up for any questions. Did you want to share anything else? No. But I love all the responses here. This is amazing. So, yes. So yeah, and that's the other part too. We're looking for more leaders to step up. We're looking for more leaders to step up. Steve and Gina got to the point where they literally have different teams that these kind of level meetings that they're doing here are the director level and above. Yeah. They're not even doing these meetings for just anybody. They're saying, hey, if you want to get to the next level, we're going to help you do that, but you got to be at the director level. Now, we're not at that point yet, but we want to get there. We want to raise up different leaders, and we want to applaud all of you. And again, I'm just want you to think about, because again, this is being recorded. There's people that are not on here that are people on your team, like they needed to hear this. Well, guess what? Please share it with them. Please share the information with them. One thing I love about Brendan, he's been clipping different things, all the time. He's so brilliant at what he does. And again, taking these little snippets that make a big difference in people's lives. So, but I want to open up for any questions or any comments on that, of things that you're going to do, because again, we know what we're doing. We know where we're going. We know who we're going to be helping. We're looking at each of the different end of month, as far as, we looked at yesterday, all the different level of the different teams, the personals we're working with, who we're doing stuff, because Steve and Gina are directing us, saying, you want to work with these specific groups. So you're part of that group, which is great. So we want to help you guys get to the next level. So is there anything else that you wanted to share? Okay.
Except that we, those of you who are in the States, we have a few meetings that we will be hosting in the Fort Myers area with Rob and Lisa Weaver and all of their team. And then we're going down south to Hollywood, Florida, and working with Denise and Veronica and Gary Burke, and that's actually Brendan's team, Gary Burke. So we'll be with your team and meeting a lot of them for the first time.
Yes.
In fact, we have a lot of them we have not met in person. It's always been on the Zooms. And then we're doing one here in the Bradenton area with Ken and Diana Burke. And then Orlando. We're going to be in Orlando with Steve and Gina Merritt on Thursday night.
Yeah,
and
so who do you know in Orlando?
There are a lot of people, a lot of our team that will be there, a lot of Spanish-speaking team members that we have. So if you know people in Orlando, you know people in the Fort Myers area, if you know people in Hollywood, Florida, or Bradenton area, Bradenton, Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch area, do let them know. Put them in touch with us, and we will definitely, take care of them, and they'll get back to you if they are open to getting started. So don't miss out on these opportunities where people can get in the rooms. And you know what? Soon enough, Steve and Gina will be on their way to South Africa to do a meeting there, and they'll be on their way to,
Europe.
they'll send Mike and Sayi or somebody,
or Greg and Matt.
Olga and Javi and Greg and myself to South Africa, to Europe, to Sweden, to Spain. So keep ranking. They do see it. They see where the growth is happening. And they will start to take notes and get out there so that they can host meetings, and that's very, very exciting. So we really are blessed to have you on. I know some of you are from other states in the United States. Steve and Gina Merritt do road trips. They just came off of Texas as well. They were in Texas, huge meetings out there. So wherever you know people, you want to tie them in.
Yeah. So the one thing you want to know is, once again, if there's different people from around the areas, the best thing is say, well, I don't know anybody there, but you might know people who know people who know people. And that's the part you never know. If you talk to someone, specifically, and they know people in the United States. Well, I know people in California. Right? Well, those people in California probably know people in Florida, just like we know people out in California and different places. So you never know where the different things are going on. So we're talking to Steve and Gina. We're getting together with them again in Orlando. Then we're getting together with them when we're in Utah. We're talking about
Punta Mita.
Punta Mita. We're going to be with them there. And then also, so there's going to be opportunities to talk about more about kind of what their travel plans are and different things like that, which is kind of cool. And we'll be talking more about all those fun things. So again, I just want to leave, because we have 5 minutes left, open up for any questions, comments, information, or if anybody has anything on that. But the key to this is just, let's go, let's run, let's help people, let us know however we can help out. So anybody have anything else at the very end before we always finish up with prayer? So is there anything else that someone wants to share or have questions about what we just talked about? Usually crickets.
That's okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna finish a prayer. We're Christians, and we always tell people that we want to pray blessings over people. If you don't feel the same way, feel free to jump off. But again, we always want to end our meetings in prayer. We want to pray for you, because this is going to be an amazing week. Again, the Dash for Cash. Run, help as many people as you can. We love hearing all the things that are going on, all the great wins for the week. And again, know that things are happening. I mean, we got people making more money than they've ever made before. And again, there's going to be a testimonial going out there.
People touching so many lives.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you think about it, half the people we don't know personally, but if we didn't say yes, a lot of you wouldn't be sitting on the Zoom, and if Ken didn't say yes, we wouldn't be sitting here. And so with Joyce and so on. So we are so grateful that people thought of us to share this opportunity. So, don't think, oh, what are they going to think about me? Just open your mouth. You have no idea what can change for them and what can change for you,
Absolutely. Well, let's finish in prayer real quick. So, okay. Well, Father God, in the name of Jesus, first and foremost, we praise you, Lord. We thank you for this amazing, awesome opportunity, this amazing day. We know a lot of people are finishing their day. So, Lord God, we just ask that even tomorrow, that their day is going to be ignited by you, that you're going to have divine appointments for them, divine connections, just increase and overflow in their lives like they've never seen before, because you want to bless us. You want to use us, and we're all interlinked together. So they're part of our team. So as you bless us, they're being blessed. As you're blessing them, we're blessing us. So we thank you, Lord, that we're just been chosen for such a time as this, that you want to bless us exceedingly abundantly more than we could ever ask, think, or even imagine. So, Lord, we thank you for all the people on our teams, the families that are represented. We ask that you just protect them all like a ball of fire. So we thank you, Lord, that even distractions that may come, they just fall by the wayside. Instead, we stay focused on the tasks that you have set before us so that we can accomplish everything you've purposed and planned since the beginning of time. So we are asking for favor. We're asking for, again, divine appointments. We're asking for the people to be reaching out to us and people that we can reach out to. Burden our hearts with who you want us to reach out, even to today, tomorrow, the rest of this week. And Lord, we're going to ask for your favor and increase in every area. So we thank you, Lord, for words of knowledge, that as we speak to people, those words are going to be used through us, through you, Father, to touch the hearts and minds of everyone that we meet. And we just ask it until our meeting next week, that there's going to be so many amazing testimonials next week. Thank you, Lord, for all the testimonials. All the people's lives are being changed. And we know that you're using us to change lives. So we praise you. We thank you for this. And we just ask you to continue to bless us, to be a blessing. And we praise you and thank you for all these things. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Awesome.
And don't forget the women's Zoom.
Yes.
Each one bring one, a new woman.
Yep.
Invite them to the women's
Each one
Zoom.
reach
The
one.
link will go out tomorrow. So
Yes.
we're having a great time. Lots of exciting
Yep.
things happening. And thank you everyone for joining us. Your evening, your afternoon. Those of you who took time out of work, thank you, thank you for
Yep.
everything. And keep tracking your points
Yes.
for Dash for Cash.
Dash for Cash, and for everything that's going on. And let us know how we can help. Don't be afraid to reach out. We've had a lot of you reaching out to us, so please continue doing that. Let us know how we can be a blessing to you and your team. We're here to help. So God bless you. Have an amazing week. Like I said, this is the last week of Dash for Cash. Yes, Judy, we love you. You're a blessing.
Thank you, Judy, for joining
Yes,
us.
thank you, Yvette. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Louise. Thank you, Shana. I don't want to say
No, and
everything,
thank
but
you for
everyone.
taking time out at
Yes.
your dinner. I know your family's there.
Yes.
Appreciate it. And Maxime, you guys are awesome.
And Mr. Elite SPD, Brendan Duplessis, yes. Thank you for all the stuff. We're going to use your testimonial for next week, so thank you for doing that for us.
thank
We
you,
appreciate
Brendan.
that. We just said we ran out
We
of time
appreciate
today.
everything you do. You're awesome.
Johan, you're
And
awesome.
we're going to see you soon, by the way.
Yes, and Jess, we've been praying for you, so we're
Yes,
expecting
Jess.
complete, total recovery for everything that's
Amen.
going on. So,
Amen.
yes, and Maxime, I'm talking to you soon. Love you guys. Bless you. Have an amazing day. Talk to you soon.
Good to see you, Monique, as well.
As Brendan would say, cheers. Talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Ricardo,
Everybody. Bye, Maxime.
Rose,
Bless you.
Margaret,
Yes.
all of you. Hey, good to see you. Shanaz, thank you.
Everyone. Love you.
Crystal, oh my goodness.
Yes.
If we start calling names, we're
We're
forgetting
people.
someone. So
Rose and Tony, yes.
bless you
Love
guys. Bye.
Talk to you soon.